Dear students, all of you want to get better and better grades, maybe top in the class with maybe putting lesser effort. Is it possible? Yes, very much. If only we know how to study smart. In other words, how to have better study skills. Now, if you can develop good study skills, your learning will be more efficient and effective. So, learning will be efficient and effective, which means that efficient means we'll be saving time. So in lesser time, we will be able to study more, and effective will be that you'll be able to score better marks in exam. So it means your assimilation of the knowledge, your long-term memory, all that will be better. So by developing some of the good study methods, you will be able to improve on your learning drastically. Now, there are some prerequisites for good study techniques, and today I'm going to talk about some of these. So, among these, the first one is when to study. When to study. Now, when you study is a matter of personal preference and the time you have available. For example, when the term is on, you have to go to school. So, naturally, you don't have that much time in the morning because you're going to school early in the morning. So, then you have time left over in the daytime after after you come back from school, or in the evening and in the night. But when you have weekends or in holidays or exam preparation holidays, then naturally you have the whole day. And that is where the question of personal preference comes. Now, some students are early birds, which means that they learn better when they study in the morning, while some are late birds, which means that they sleep in the morning but study best at night. If you do not know already to which category you belong, whether you are early bird or late bird, then how you can find out? You see, when you do your best work, and if possible, then try to fit your study plan into that time. So when to study is very important. But more important is, once you have identified your time, then you have to be consistent. With your time, whether you are early bird or late bird or sleep in the midday, but you be consistent with your time. Means whatever you do, maintain a slot every day, because then only you will see the efficiency in your work. Research has shown that usually the morning time is good for maths, while evening time is good for learning English or history, geography, things more theoretical, where you have to learn more of theory. While where you have to apply more formula or concepts, usually it is the morning time. So this is what some research has shown, but I will still suggest you see where you are more active and what is your biorhythm, and according to that, choose your time to study. Second is where to study, because many times I have seen students spending a considerable period of time sitting here, sitting there, still not able to identify where to study. Then even if they sit on dining table, on the study table, or outside on the sofa, then their things are inside on some other place. So you will find you will find studying easier if you have a room or a part of a room which you can identify as your own place. A table on which you can spread your books is ideal. So what we are suggesting here that you should have preferably your own study room or at least your own study table where you can keep all your books, files, paper, calculator and other essential uh, things necessary for your work and which are readily available in one place. Because I have seen from my experience that usually I'm so busy, I can't afford to waste time looking for a pen or a missing paper here and there. So I keep everything right on my study table where I can put my hands on it as soon as I need it. So that saves a great deal of valuable time, and that is very important. So the important point here is that get organized. Keep all your things on your study table. Whether you have a study room for yourself or not, that is not that important. What is more important is that you need to get organized. You need to keep all your things readily available on the table so that you can retrieve it as soon as you need it. Then the third point is your study periods. Based on your best study time, which you saw in the first point, then the time available to you, decide for your study periods, which should be at least 2 hours long. The study period should be at least 2 hours long. This should also match with your eating patterns. In between, you can take short break of 5 to 10 minutes to maintain concentration. And what do you do in those short breaks? So you can take 2 hours study periods with short breaks. Short break of 5 to 10 minutes. So what you do, you just go and take a drink or go just move around the room or go and talk with your mother for a few minutes and come back. Short break does not mean that you go and play computer game or go and watch some TV serial. So that because that doesn't remain a short break. Because without you realizing those 5-10 minutes, you think you are going for a 5-10 minutes break, but it becomes half an hour or 1 hour because you are just dragged into it. So you have to keep track of your time. And it is very, very important to follow your study periods, which should be 1.5 hours or 2 hours long. Then have some break and then you can have another study period. So maybe you can have from breakfast to lunch. In that you can have 2 study periods with a short break. Then after lunch take a nap or rest for 1 hour and then you have another 2 study breaks before you go for your evening jog. And after that you come back, shower, and then again you have at least 1 study period before the dinner, and then you can slot in another study period after the dinner. So I've just given you some outline how you can plan your study period so that starting from morning till the night, on weekend, on a holiday, when you have the whole day to yourself, you have around 6 study periods in slot in there with sufficient rest as well as playtime. Then another important step is your eating patterns, rest, and energy. Now, your energy levels throughout the day are driven by your eating patterns. So, drink plenty of water. Now, having a good breakfast with plenty of carbohydrate will keep your brain supplied with sugars for the early part of the day. So, in the eating pattern, very, very important to drink water and not Coca-Cola or Sprite or other things. And of course, have a healthy breakfast, because breakfast is very important for starting the day with high energy level. So we need to take good breakfast. You can add, along with the carbohydrates, you can add some protein also in your breakfast, which will help you so to have energy till you have your lunch time. If you really feel energy dip in between, you can take some snack in, for example, some fresh fruit or some uh, biscuit. But if you have taken some protein like eggs, along with some carbohydrates like bread and fruits and milk, then that will be sufficient for you to pull through up to the lunch time. So your eating in the morning is very crucial for having a good energy start for the day. Then avoid a large lunch because that will make you sleepy. So have moderate quantity so that you just rest for a while and can continue with your work. Now, energy levels also depend on whether you take rest periods or not. Now, rest periods are again very important. If you study through the day with no breaks, you will fade badly during the end of the afternoon. So, we need to take some short breaks, and of course, you need to rest after lunch so that you recover, you rejuvenate, and have energy to study in the evening. So, eating pattern and rest will determine our energy levels. So we can say that intelligent eating with adequate breaks will lead to more quality time for study. So to maximize on your study times and your learning, some of these uh, study skills are very important for improving your efficiency in your work. Good luck in your studying. Bye bye.